Hi there retro lovers, it's just Chris from RCR playing a little bit of Contra today on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Obviously we've had a few requests to show off a few of the games that are on the systems, and I'm just going to show off the ones that I loved as a kid. And this one, Contra, I certainly did love. It's filled with just violence and power-ups and aliens, so for me, yep, winning every single time. So Contra was released in 1987 and it was developed and published by Konami. It was released on the NES, obviously. I think it was on most of the systems, to be honest. Back in the day, I seem to remember the Amstrad 464 having a port of it, which was actually called Gryzor. I've no idea why it was called Gryzor and not Contra. Probably something to do with licensing, because back then weird stuff like that happened with games. Obviously the two characters were Lance and Bill that you play as. I'm not too sure which one's which. I think Lance might have been the blonde one and Bill's this one here, that runs around and shoots stuff. But yeah, the idea of the game was, I think aliens were trying to take over the world or something, and you had to just basically infiltrate their bases and blow them up and all that sort of shizzle. This bit here used to really frustrate me. It was a nightmare, an absolute nightmare. So obviously, you shoot all that and you get inside like we're doing, and then from there you hit the corridors of uncertainty. So we're in the corridors now. The idea is you shoot the doors when these like little circly crystally type things appear, and then they blow up and you go through. But obviously you've got to avoid all the shit that the blokes in green leotards and blue leotards and all that are firing at you. I mean, they're ginger and they're shooting at you. I mean, what are you going to do? You're going to blow them up, aren't you? You're just going to smash the fuck out of them. So anyway, we're going through. As you can see, there's two like little guns on the left here, and then that opens up. I'm going to knock down now, smash that out. Absolutely, straight through. So you keep going. It's pretty similar, but this was probably one of the first. I don't know if you call this 3D. It's not really 3D, is it? I don't know, but it was different. It was different at the time. Not many games had this sort of range of, I mean, obviously the graphics look shite today, but it's still a classic game. And back then, you were thinking, wow, this is absolutely the dog's bollocks. So this is the end of level boss. Now this used to really piss me off. You shoot all these fucking laser things. That's it. Go on, son, smash it out. And then obviously this whirly gig thing appears at the top, if I remember rightly, which will come up in a minute when I shoot that. That's it. And it was annoying that it used to go faster and faster the more you shot it. But obviously, as you get older, you sort of realise you can just stand in one place and blow the fuck out of it. Lance is just so sexy. If that's Lance or Bill, I don't know, but they're just sexy. The way you got on that lift, it was just lovely. Oh, we're at the waterfall. Here we go, some waterfall action. So yeah, this bit was frustrating as well. And now you go up, so it's not a side scroller. It's now an up scroller. And obviously you've got to avoid the rocks. You've got to shoot the random blokes in their dodgy lycra leotards, whatever they're wearing. And up you go. I mean, making this look quite easy. I have had a little bit of a practice, I'm not going to lie. But obviously when you're 8 years old, like I said before, this was the hardest game in the world. It really was. But it's just epic. I love it. I mean, look at that bloke there. He's got a backpack. It's like he's gone for a jog. And then he's got no weapon. He runs into you and kills you. It's just bizarre. And those things there, you shoot them and get your power-ups. Don't know if we want rapid fire by the look of it. Do we need some rapid fire instead of spread shot? Who knows? No, I don't think we do. Yeah, no. Oh, yeah, oh my god, it's not even changed. There's something wrong here. I should have changed to rapid fire. I'm very upset about this. But ultimately, graphically the game was good for the time. It was very playable. It was fun, and it made you want to keep coming back for more. And it had a credit system, so obviously, if you lost all your lives, you could, continue and whatever. Obviously, no save state. So, like, games of today, everything saves every like 5 minutes. Not back then, So if you were sort of playing it for 3 hours, and then your mum was like, "Well, it's tea time," you'd have to turn the fucker off or leave it on. Do you know what I mean? Or you'd lose all your progress, which was really, really frustrating. But that was life. So here's the new end of level boss. It's going going to shoot him up a bit. As you can see, he's a bit weird. He looks a bit like an alien from Alien or Aliens or one of the Alien films. I wonder if it was like modelled on that, because obviously those films had come out sort of before the game. But yeah, pretty much again an easy victory. So yeah, this is Contra on the NES, which is available on the Super Pi or Mega Pi Retro Console systems that we do, along with over 1,000 NES games, along with sort of like 40 odd other system platforms as well. So we're talking Super Nintendo, Mega Drive, Dreamcast, all those kind of things, PlayStation. They're all on there basically, all the classics. Obviously this video's just a quick insight into Contra, and over on our YouTube channel, Retro Console Repair, you can like and subscribe to that one, and obviously hit the bell so we can tell you when we've got a new video out. I'll be chatting to a few retro gaming mates, and we'll be chewing the fat over, what are the best retro games? What was so good about them? Why were they so hard? You know what I mean? Why did the blokes all wear lycra? Why was Lance topless in this game? I don't know. Who cares? But ultimately, if you want to see some more shizzle like that, then check us out and give us a like and a share. So again, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this little delve back into the past and a bit of Contra. And like I say, Super Pi and Mega Pi, contact us on our website or via Facebook or Instagram or YouTube if you want to purchase one, and we can either post one out or you can come and collect it. Beautiful. Take care, people. Bye bye.